Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, y'all. It's terrific Tuesday. Welcome to His Legacy and Leadership. My name is Alicia Johnson, and I proudly serve as the membership director for the Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce. In celebration of Men's History Month, Men's Mental History Month, Father's Day that's coming up around the corner. Also, we have Men's in Business Month here throughout the chamber. We are honored to spotlight some of our phenomenal men within our chamber who are making a lasting impact as business owners, entrepreneurs, and leaders in our community. Today, we are honored to spotlight Kid Joe Jr., our phenomenal Kid Joe Jr. College. Oh, so amazing. I just had to say it one more time, because that's how I
Yeah,
do things. So, I
you,
had to do a DJ
yeah,
introduction.
you had to put the junior on there. That's great. That's great.
Yeah,
My dad would be amazed about this. I'm gonna have to show him this after we go through this.
that's right. That's right. Kid Joe, he is actually the owner of Crown Holder Productions and also Crown Holder DJ Academy. His dedication, vision, and leadership represent the strength and excellence of men in business. We are excited to learn more about his journey, his inspiration, and the legacy he is building through entrepreneurship. Everyone, please let's welcome Kid Joe. Kid Joe, hey,
How are you doing?
amazing. How are you
Uh,
doing
uh,
tonight?
Amazing as well. I do appreciate this opportunity and to be spotlighted. So it's a great opportunity, and I'm honored. I'm honored.
Yeah.
This is truly June has been a month that I really feel the blessings. So.
We definitely appreciate it, and you definitely need all the blessings, and you definitely need all that honoring and praising that you got going on, which we're going to get into soon. Can you
Mhm.
let the ones that do not know, and I had to say that slightly because your name weighs a lot of weight throughout the community, but can you let the ones that do not know or not familiar with you, Kid Joe, can you let them know who you are?
I'm a humble kid from Grovetown. Everybody lives in Grovetown now, but I remember when Grovetown only had one street light. We didn't have Grovetown High. We had to be bused to Harlem High. So I'm a resident of Grovetown and Harlem. So I right here in the CSRA. I started at the wee ages of 13, well, even younger than that, because I was doing our dances. So I used to, like, and anybody will tell you that I went to school with, I used to do the dances. So I would make the tapes for the dances, and the coaches would just play them back. They would just play the whole tape back and flip it over when it was time to flip it over. So I've been DJing
That's going
for a
way
long,
back, kid.
yeah, like, so what now,
The
I
A
mean,
and
you
the
have
B
to,
part, the ones that don't
yeah,
know about that, that's a young generation. They don't know about
yeah.
that A
So
side, B side.
I'm a Grovetown native, proud and raised. My dad was a caterer for all my life. So I come from humble beginnings. Very thankful to be here. I didn't want to go into the food industry because I saw all the ups and downs and the cutting of the meat and not the cutting of the meat in the late hours. So I decided to become a DJ. I watched a lot of people coming up. Mighty Peanut was one of them that I always watched, and he used to DJ my grandmother's social. So it would always be a situation where he would DJ and I would sneak in because my dad was catering, and I just felt the love, and I saw what he made people do. So it was always a great thing to watch the Mighty Peanut and people like Sir Lance Rock and so many great names DJ and make people feel good, and it's just been stapled in me since then.
I love it. I love it. Yes, you definitely came from a great family, and they're amazing too as well. Just to know them personally, they're a good family.
Hmm.
Um, so what I know you said what actually got you started because you didn't want to get into the cooking industry, to follow your father, but really inspired you to start the business with DJing.
It was a need for it, and being able to go see DJs around the world, you see the money that they make, and you see the impression and the impact that they put in the community, whether they put on events. It's always just good to see that, and I always wanted to bring everything that I saw from out of town or around the world. I wanted to bring it back home.
Hmm. Love it. I love it, and that shows alone because of that love and the care that you have for the music. You know, the music industry alone. So that speaks the volume of the inspiration that you have for what you do.
Hmm.
Um, Now, with that, what do you feel like is one of your proudest achievements of being a business owner or as being in the business? What's one of the biggest achievements?
Uh, you know what? I've been on the road with Jill Scott. I've DJed some of the biggest concerts that's come to the AUG, and I've been out of town and DJed some big concerts.
Mhm,
It was actually here recently starting the DJ Academy to know that you can, and that was when we talk about legacy.
mhm.
People tend to forget the parties. People tend to forget, but whether they're under the influence or they had a bad day. So I wanted to keep my legacy going by starting the school, and that's been the most and the best feeling that I've got with this DJ Academy. We're actually in the second semester of the academy. The first semester we had a group of men ranging from anywhere from youngest is 14 and the oldest was like 56. So I had a great number of people that was in there. This time we actually just just by the luck of the draw or just I guess a thunderbolt in a glass, we got women. So I'm teaching a total class of women, and
Mhm.
it's a lot of progress that's going on with the women, and I'm excited to see how they impact, with the city. And it's gonna be exciting to see these young ladies come out.
You
I'm
got big
excited.
things
I'm really
there.
excited. We got class tomorrow. I mean, it's a lot going on in the city due to Juneteenth, but my biggest pride is seeing these young ladies possibly get off and start businesses of their own. So that's the legacy that throughout everything that I've done in my 27 years in music and DJing, this has probably been about the biggest step. And being a father, that's another thing.
Right, right. Yes. And I was just about to get into that because, it's Father's Month. And being a father in business, how has that made you grow, within yourself? You feel like just give a little.
Well, my daughter, she's a great student. She's in debutante. She's a cheerleader. That's been my biggest motivation because you know we try to give our kids things that we didn't have as kids. So that's one of the biggest things. And she's already set herself up where she says, "Listen, I want to be a nurse." She's already almost picked her school. I'm like 95%. So it's just watching her go off. It's like riding a bike. Once you take those training wheels off and you see them do it by themselves, it's kind of, and she's been able to make her own decisions. So that's a very proud moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I know you're so happy, for
Yes. Oh,
her.
yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes, and just me knowing, but I don't want to tell the world, all your big accomplishments that you've had. You've had a busy weekend, so can you? Yeah, you know me. You know I'm gonna bring it
Yeah.
out. You know I'm gonna
Yeah.
bring that out.
Yes.
Y'all, for the ones that don't know, he's so humble. Kid has always been a humble individual, and we love that about yourself. We love who you are, but at the same time, the ones that are humble, you have to get your applause on your back. You got to get those crowns, and we're definitely making sure you get those crowns this month. So
Okay.
we definitely want to make sure that everybody in the recognitions that you are needing. So
Mhm.
please let them know the bigger conference that you have been on the stage. You are on the stage all the time, but you
Yeah.
finally
It was
had an
different. It was
opportunity to walk
different. It was
across the stage.
Yes, it was different. So I graduated. So what happened was we had COVID. COVID really impacted us, and I was thinking about it, and I was just like, nah, I ain't gonna do it. So then when we had the ice storm, well, we had the hurricane first,
Hmm.
and then it was like, yes, you got so much equipment just sitting and it's not being used, and nobody's doing events, and you just sitting around, and it's just like maybe I can go back up, and like she's coming up to her senior year. we can't do this. We can't keep doing this. Like it's just, I'm dipping in holes and going in the backyard and counting up. So I went back to school. I did it. Listen, it was a tough time.
It
Being
definitely was for you.
40 plus, yeah, being 40 plus, you going back to school. A lot of people ask, why would you like, but my daughter depends on me. She needs me. My mother depends on me. My entire family needs me. So you can't not be counted for, and you got to hold yourself accountable. And a lot of times us in business, we don't want to hold ourselves accountable when we have those rough times, and we look at things and say, well, why me? And you have to be able to pivot in business. So you may have a vision for your business to go one way, but you need to pivot and take it another way. So that's always uh that's how I was looking at it. I need to be able to pivot. So I just buckled down. I went for the entire program. Like I didn't skip a semester. I didn't skip summer. I went through the summer courses. I did everything. I went and got extra credit. I went and got extra help. It wasn't an easy task, but now that I look back on it, it was well worth it.
Yes, it definitely was. It definitely was. And that's always a major thing because, like you said, of course, you're doing it for the family, the ones that you are holding up, the ones you're supporting. But also at the end of the day, we are our own support. We have to go
Yeah,
within ourselves. And you went
yeah,
within yourself and said, "Hey, things are changing. I got to change with it." And that's
yeah.
what
You have to.
we have to do. You cannot be stagnated. You cannot be complacent. You got to change. When things are
Yeah,
changing, you got to be able to change, and not you will
yeah.
be left behind. And it takes a strong person to wake up to that.
Yeah,
You
and
know.
it was difficult because I'm certified in solar power. I actually went under the great teachings of the people over at Augusta Tech. So I went back
Mhm.
for electrician, solar paneling, what is it? What is it? Commercial wiring. So I'm certified. I got three different certifications, and then the big one for the program. So I'm
Yes.
excited for that. They sent a lot of that stuff over, so it's all in the mail. So it'll be great to put that on the wall with all my plaques that I have.
That's right. Hang
Yeah.
it loud and proud. And
Yeah.
we got another
Yes, ma'am.
electrician. I mean, you always need
Yeah.
electricians.
Yeah, we all need electricity. I actually, what's crazy was my air conditioner went out um Thursday. Like I got home and it was extremely hot in the house, and I was just like, I know you lying. And just to be able to know what to do, it was a great job. So I didn't have to call anybody. I didn't have to call any of the local companies around here. I just was able to fix it myself. So that was a blessing within itself. So and
That's
I
right. You
and
got
I
to
actually,
invoice yourself now.
yeah, yeah, I got to invoice myself at some point.
That's right. That's right. You got to invoice yourself and,
Yes.
pay for that, even though it's your home, but it was still a service that you provided,
Yep.
through your business. So, you
Yep.
know, so eventually I send that invoice. Make sure you send that invoice. And honestly, we have to be reminded that because, like, just to get into it a little bit, like sometimes we'll do things for, ourselves or for the household, but at the same time, hey, that's a bill. So you have
Yep.
to sit there and invoice that because that's still a bill and that's toward your business. So you don't want to
Yeah.
make sure you're missing out and, doing the logistics that you need to do behind the scenes
Yeah.
too as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's a win-win. That's a win-win.
Yeah, it was.
I love it. I love it. So definitely, I can definitely add you to, my list of clients when they're needing, electrician now for services at
I got
their
some more
place
things
of
that I want to make.
residence.
Yeah, I got some other things that I want to make sure that I'm solidified when it comes, because you don't want to play with anybody's house,
That's
and
right.
so there's some things, other steps that I got to go through. And I was actually fortunate enough to pick up a job. I actually picked up a job where I have to work another 9 to 5, and people are like, well, you're gonna quit the radio station. I'm actually here at the radio station right now, and
Okay.
so we got a room that we do interviews and things like this. So, but no, I'm keeping everything. Everything that I work for, I'm gonna keep it up until this point.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, what is a quote that before we get into the showcase, what is a quote that you enjoy using for yourself, but also that you may use it and give to others too as well?
I really don't have. I have a lot of quotes, and I live. If you follow my social media page, I live by a lot of different quotes. But one quote that it's not even a quote; it's a prayer.
Okay.
So I
Those,
live by the.
yeah.
Yes, I live by the serenity prayer because those there are things that you can't change that um that you have to have the wisdom to know the difference and the courage to understand what's going on in your life. So the serenity prayer, I tell anybody if you're in business, you have to take the serenity prayer and break it down in your daily life and what's going on and things that you can't do, things you can do. Um, you have to just be wise and as a business owner sometimes there are a lot of, like right now we're living in a lot of tough times, so
Yes.
you have to, if I had to say anything, the serenity prayer for anybody, whether you're going through school, whether you're not going through school, whether you're going through a difficult relationship or just tough times on your job, it just, the serenity prayer is one of the ones that I live by.
Yes, yes. And I think entrepreneurs as if you're, in the Christianity spiritual realm, we all use the serenity prayer.
Yeah,
So
just I mean, not even you don't have to
yes,
be in a Christian. You just be in being spiritual and just
that's right.
understanding what how you break your day to day
Hmm.
whatever going on. So that's all I would say is just
That's
making
right.
sure that things are what they are when it
That's
comes
right.
down to your business.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So now I'm going to let you go ahead and take the stage and let everybody know about both of the businesses and then the third one that's coming along too as well. So let them know all about Crown Holder events and also Crown Holder DJ Academy.
Okay, so Crown Holder Events is we specialize in sound lighting. Your special time, we want to make it a little bit better than what you're used to. A lot of times I see people saying I'm looking for affordability, but do you really want to be affordable when it comes down to your special event, your special day? It's a wedding or and
Mhm.
I'm blessed to say that I have some very great clients in the CSRA and around the world with booking for lighting, booking for sound. I have a concert to do tomorrow at Jam and Moments. They have Young Miami coming down. So we go as far as concerts. We provide sound. We provide DJs. We were actually able to provide DJ for Stop the Violence rally that was in Midland, Georgia, for the young lady that was killed due to domestic violence. So when you're able to provide those services for people all across the CSRA, and the CSRA is a little bit wider. If you can get within an hour and a half to an hour within this little area, we're able to do it. Whether it's lighting, sound, DJs, host, whatever your needs are, we can do it. Photo booths, 360 booths. It's just is the clients are endless when it comes to that. I actually have a birthday party this weekend. Um, we have a Legends tour that's coming that's here Saturday as well. Juneteenth, I'll be doing the stage and the after party. So Crown Holder Events touches all of that. And you don't want you pay money for a venue, you pay money for a caterer, why not make sure your entertainment is up to par as well? And a lot of people will skip out on their entertainment just to make sure they
Mhm.
got food or drinks, or you want to make sure you have all of that, and that's what Crown Holder Events is. um Crown Holder DJ Academy is also something that I want to put and implement into the school system, but
Yeah.
you have to be able to show the worth of it. So once we turn out some pretty good DJs, that's what I want to do next. That's putting people in positions to make money or better their situation. So Crown Holder Events is a 4-week class. We meet once a week, typically on Wednesday in a very private location. Nobody's interrupting the class. We teach you not only the DJ part of it, but the business part of it, because a lot of DJs get into the business not understanding the business and just doing it to say they're booked. And sometimes it's not always about being booked, because if you blow a speaker, God forbid, you have to replace it. And if you ain't make but $150 on the event, you had to spend 40 in gas. Typically had to buy an outfit or something like that. We try to show the DJs the business. So last week we had marketing. So we taught them marketing, and then they went into um the DJing class. This week we have
Mhm.
court management. So these things are important as a DJ that I wasn't taught coming up. I had to learn on my own. And eventually, after you have to buy something 3 and 4 times, you have to figure out ways to save your equipment. So, I mean, the academy is a great thing. We actually starting sign up right now for August is open right now. So you people are more than willing to sign up to for the classes.
Love it. Y'all hear that? And the websites are on here. So
Yeah.
make sure you go and click on the website so that way you can check out the academy, so that we can sign up for the classes for those interested, and also for upcoming students, young entrepreneurs that are looking into getting into the music industry. It's an amazing opportunity. You got it coming from a legend. I mean,
Yeah.
Kid Joe is
And
so
yeah.
amazing. You know, he really is, and he knows the ins, the outs. He's been in it for a very long time. So for him to
Yeah.
get into the teaching moment to spread that love and that knowledge and that gift that he's been given to others is so amazing, and I love
And
it.
what's and not to cut you off, but what's even crazy, like I teach marketing with even in my name, because if you look at how you spell my name, it's like you typically the first thing that comes up on Google and any
Mhm.
other social media. So when you type my name in, that's the marketing. And I try to give that within the class, and how being a DJ, it's more than you're a business. You're a walking billboard no matter where you go.
Absolutely. See, y'all getting so much knowledge already, and just for us, alone, that's outside of the music industry, like you said, we are our own billboard,
Hmm.
because you have to represent yourself at all times. At all times, you do.
Yep. Yep.
Um, so we definitely appreciate it, Kid. Continue growing, continue leading and inspiring others, that you are definitely doing, and spreading that love. And this week, y'all make sure y'all get out, because he's outside, he's on the stages. Yes, it's hot, but guess what? He's giving that music, and y'all know y'all love to dance. This is Augusta.
Yeah.
This is a
Yep.
CSRA. So y'all all love to get out, and enjoy music. So definitely make sure you're outside this week. Also on June 10th, 10th, that's which is Friday. So make sure that you are out there celebrating. They're going to be at the fairgrounds. So make sure you're
Hmm.
out there enjoying that lovely music.
Yep.
Yeah, Kid, I definitely appreciate it. I know you're still working right now, and I just thank you for taking that time out for us to honor you and for you to come on, and just be honored tonight.
Well, I do appreciate the opportunity. I mean, when you have organizations like yourself within the CSRA that want to see businesses grow, want to see the better of the community, and you're in the community, like you're not just saying we're in the community, you're in the community. Because a lot of times you get people that say that they're like, and a lot of times people don't take accountability, and you're taking accountability to make sure that these businesses grow, and you're helping these businesses with everything that you're doing. This is a form, like there's somebody out there that wants to become a DJ,
There you
and they don't understand how much y'all really do put on for the community, and one, y'all have to be saluted for that. The gala was amazing, and if you're looking at this video right now, this live, you got to check out the gala. If you're a business or starting a business or thinking about starting a business, this is the way to go.
We appreciate you, and we definitely appreciate you being a member, and that, as a chamber, that we are doing what we can do as a chamber to help you as an individual and also help your businesses. It feels so good, just knowing you personally, Kid, but now to say businesses,
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
growth alone is just so amazing, and I'm just so happy to see, our men here throughout the community that are thriving. And we
yeah,
want to definitely continue seeing you all thrive. And I'm here to help the chamber. We are all here to help help you all thrive in any kind of way that we can. So
Okay.
definitely, we
I
definitely
do appreciate it.
yes, we definitely do on both ends. So, Kydd, before we wrap up, is there anything else you would like to mention or add in
It's
before?
nothing. Saturday is going to be an eventful day. If you just follow the pages, typically I leave a lot of hints in my story. So um, there's a lot going on, and if you can be out Juneteenth at some point, support somebody. I
Mhm.
always tell people we try to support. You want to try to do it locally, and they don't understand how important it is to support the local dollar right here in the CSRA.
That's right. Absolutely. You said that, and that's an earful, and I hope they heard and is listening. Because you can hear, but I hope you are listening,
Yes,
making
it's a
sure you
difference.
are supporting each other and your local businesses here in the community. That is so powerful alone,
Yes,
especially with everything that's going on and the changes that are happening throughout the world and throughout
yes,
the US. So make sure you're supporting one another and spreading love and giving it to each other because we definitely have to be there for each other right now through all the changes that we're going through.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So everyone, thank you so much. Y'all have heard from the phenomenal, amazing Kid Joe. And we thank you all for joining in on his legacy and leadership, where we're celebrating our men in business, men that are in business, men that are inspired to become in business, our fathers that are fathers for the month of June, and also men's mental health History Month. So again, this is Alicia Johnson. I'm your membership director for the Greater Augusta Black Chamber of Commerce, and we're here celebrating all our men in business who are leading with vision, building legacies, and inspiring the next generation of entrepreneurs. Thank you all for joining in, and everybody have a wonderful and lovely Tuesday, and stay blessed and awesome.